My name is Zak Abel. I'm a singer-songwriter.
I'm Liam Pitchford, UK #1 table tennis player.
And I'm here to hang out with a guy called Liam Pitchford.
Must be a good 13 years ago.
We were both playing for England at the time. I stopped playing when I was about 16.
He was good as a young player, especially in England. He was left-hander, good serves.
He developed, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful games to watch, just flawless. Like, I keep up with international competition since, stopping playing, and it's just been a joy to watch and see his success.
Yeah, I've heard he still loves table tennis, so it'd be good to see him again.
Hello, mate. Bring it in.
Long time no see.
Long time no see. Yeah, good, man. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Oh!
Still got it. The psychologist that I was working with basically recommended that I had to sort of tell my story. It would help me, move on a little bit better. So I actually ended up doing a magazine article with Esquire. Spoke about everything, and I just felt like it was a way to, tell my story and obviously try and help people. And I felt like if I can even help just one person, like obviously it's good for me and it helps me move on. And at that time, I felt like, after I'd told my story, I was obviously nervous about it going out and people reading it and whatnot. But once it went out and I was happy with it, I got back on, back in training. I felt like, everything's out on the table. I've got nothing to hide. Like, I've got nothing to be scared of anymore. Like, but have you've done something similar?
Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, Samaritan specifically. This was in lockdown. I was really just fearful. I think a lot of us were. There was one night I couldn't sleep. It was like 2 a.m. and there wasn't really anyone I could call at 2 a.m. because they were all asleep. And so I called up the Samaritans and literally just spoke through what I was thinking, and they were amazing. And I got to sleep, and it was so useful. I suffered quite badly with my mental health when I was about 21 because I started losing my hearing, which as a singer is not ideal. So yeah, I had an operation on one of my ears. I've got something called otosclerosis, and after the operation I had tinnitus 24/7, and I've still got tinnitus 24/7. And so dealing with that, finding a way to become okay with that and get used to it, that was a real journey. I went to therapy and found a way to be productive and less anxious and kind of less down about everything. And it's nice to be able to confront those things, front on. Yeah. And I think the shame and the kind of stigma attached to it makes it more difficult it just makes it a much more challenging thing to get over, and it doesn't need to be. Speaking about it like we are doing and sharing our own stories, hopefully will normalise it in some way, and even if it just helps one person, I think that is a good thing to do.
Whereabouts are you going to be playing in the UK?
Funny you should ask. I'm going to be playing in London, Bristol, Brighton, Birmingham, Manchester, Leeds, Glasgow, Aberdeen and Dublin.